Okay, welcome to Stampscaping 101. We're going to do a little tweak to this card that I made last night using the black glitter cardstock. Okay, so let's get to it. I want to add more background in here, and I think I have a better quote for this one. And I made it a little bit too busy with all those little dots. I thought that kind of added to it, but I think it would be a little bit better, slightly more simple. Okay, so this background I thought worked really well with the little swooshy kind of, I don't know, I guess cloud formation. I don't know, night wisps, we'll call it. All right, so I re-inked my white pigment ink pad just to get some more pigment ink laid down, a little bit more contrast in the background. Yesterday's was very, very subtle. I thought it looked okay, but sometimes adding more isn't better. But in this case, I think it would add a nice complement to this surface. It kind of mutes out the surface a little bit. So you get something that's not quite so overpowering, and then, in terms of this reflective type of quality, okay? And that can be good. You get the characteristic of it, but it's not quite so, I don't know, in your face, and it really more kind of overpowering to the rest of the visuals within the piece. So let's give it a try, though. I'll see which one we'd like better. Okay, now I don't know if I'm going a little bit too much right here. You can almost kind of erase this because it doesn't dry instantly. I am using Brilliance ink, which will dry on just about any stock. This is kind of a non-porous cardstock, but it's so textural, I don't think there's any problem with it adhering to the surface because you probably have it in the grooves, so you don't have to worry about it smearing at all. Okay, so that is that. Now, let's hit this with some, I'm going to go in with some Starlight Silver. When I was doing this one yesterday, I was thinking maybe some of the white should be in the background. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. Here, let me try something here, okay? Let me go with a white. I'm going to go with the same composition, roughly, okay? But let's make it a little bit, varied. So let me go here. Okay, let's see. My trunk is here, and the tip of the tree is here. Well, typically, I'm using this a little bit crooked sometime. So, it's because the center is over here. I should do kind of a line from there to there. I'd say it's still a little tilting. Well, it's a dead tree. Okay, so that's one. And let me go with this other one. Okay, let me compensate a lot. I am stamping this kind of at an angle here. All right, now let's go in with the Starlight Silver here. These are, by the way, the Art Foamies versions of Stampscape stamps. I'll try the rubber stamp version of, I don't know, these or other stamps coming up, but I just wanted to use these. I haven't used them too much lately, just in general. And wanted to get around to using them again. Okay, so this is the Art Foamies, Pines and Rocks, okay. And let's go with another. I think that white still looks like it's in front of the tree just because it's a lighter hue, even though the silver is covering it up, but that's another kind of experiment within this piece, so I'm going to just see what it would look like. Brilliance Starlight Silver again. Okay, that's what we have here. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, just in terms of impression quality. And then let's go on again with, I was gonna do a third one of that. Let's do this. Let's go on with, I need to clean this off here. This is my pine tree. I'm looking to see if I have this one handy in rubber form. Okay, I have it in rubber form here. It's a little bit smaller, but here. The other one I'd have to clean off right now. This one I'll clean off as well because I am stamping it in white. But rubber cleans off a lot faster, so let's just try this now. And plus, we'll test to see how light, if this does stamp out lighter, because a foam stamp is kind of getting into the grooves of the kind of uneven surface a little bit better. Okay, this is my cotton Brilliance pad. This is my just regular, to be used for impression purposes, Brilliance ink. Okay. Getting a pretty good amount on here, trying to build it up on the surface so that I can squeeze it into the grooves if need be. And let's see, let's come over here. All right, let's give this a shot. Okay, I'm going to hold this on the surface for a little bit longer than, maybe seems, to be the natural time frame. Yeah, just because I want this to transfer and to start setting up a little bit on the surface so that when I remove it hopefully more of the medium has transferred and dried, or started drying on the surface. Okay, let me see here. It's a really light version, and I don't really see it too much in there. A little bit, yeah. Maybe the art foamy would, leave more of a presence. Well, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. It just kind of looks like it's, kind of amongst the trees, as opposed to being in front of it. I mean, you kind of want both anyway, but let's see. Let's give this another one over here. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of just blends in with that, doesn't it? It doesn't look bad. But I guess it's not adhering to... Oh, it's not adhering to the metallic pigment ink of the silver. That's what it's doing. Or not doing. Okay. Yeah, the metallic is just... It's probably too slippery. It kind of dries like... I don't know. Not like metal, but definitely a metallic, so... Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so this is what I want to do here. I want to stamp out even a small star shines in the darkness. I thought that would be a perfect quote for this piece here. And just to do like one little crystal star up in the sky. Let's see if this quote stamps out. It is a fairly bold font. I don't know, it's like a Helvetica bold or something. Whether or not that's good or not, I don't know. Sometimes you want to go with a kind of more spindly font, if the surface is kind of textured, where kind of a thinner one isn't revealing kind of the impression weakness of the surface, because it's thin anyway. But a bolder one, you might be able to see a lot more of the grooves within the text. So let's just get, I don't know, let's test this out. The stamp that I did last night was that says night right here. I don't know, it stamped out fine on the surface. I did use it with a little bit of a weaker pad, so it was a little bit dry. So Let's give this a test print here. That looks pretty juicy, so I'm not quite sure if some of the no, stamped out perfect. I wasn't quite sure if I filled in some of those little open spaces within the forms. I forgot what those were called, those enclosed spaces. Oh, my typography teacher wouldn't be happy to learn that I forgot what those are called. Okay, let's see. I'm stamping this out first just so I don't have to work around like a raised star, you know, a crystal star. Okay, yeah, it did that thing, you know. It is kind of textural, but it is completely readable though. Okay, like that. I think it looks okay. Nah, you know, I got to get the card formatted and I'll kind of figure it out then. But even a small star shines in the darkness. So I'm going to put, let's see, where should I put it? I'm going to put, I don't want the star like right dead center. It'd kind of look weird. Maybe like right here. Just a little dot of glue. I mean, it's not a tiny dot because I think we better. I was going to put kind of a fairly small star, but this is too busy. I think we need a little, you know, like a decent size one, but we'll just put one, okay? Right here. Just because it is competing with everything else within the piece. So that's what we have right here, okay? You know, it's kind of weird. Those white impressions of that tree are starting to stand out a little bit more, although they are behind visually from these leafless ones, aren't they? Okay, so let's see if we can add in some, you know, kind of decent highlighting in here with my white paint pen. All right. It feels really kind of weird doing this. And yes, why? It's because it's real scratchy. It's like, I almost feel like I'm doing this on like a sandpaper or something like that. Kind of more of that kind of real plasticky kind of sandpaper that you'd put like on a oh like a circular sander or something like that. You know, in a really low grit. That's what it feels like. It kind of pulls out the trees a little bit from the background with a little bit of highlighting. Okay, let's see. It's not too bad. That white really makes a difference, doesn't it? So we tried, you know, some other things on here. Colored pencils last night. I thought that looked okay. It's definitely something to think about for the future, but I don't know. I think on this one, let's just keep it really simple in terms of the media used, and sometimes in the simplicity, the best results. Sometimes not, but all right. So even a small star shines in the darkness, and we have it on black glitter paper instead of, I don't know, just a different type of cardstock, more plain cardstock. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about doing in the future, now this is on gold down here, but I was thinking about a mirror scene like that would be kind of cool. Except I wouldn't do it really with gold. Look at that, the gold reflects up here and makes those trees gold like that. But I was thinking more along the lines of silver. Okay, silver on silver makes sense, but look at that in terms of reflection card. So go like that. You open it up and, you know, an iced, I don't know, whatever surface down here. I'd put, you know, a couple more trees right here in black in the foreground. I thought about just silver just now, thinking about silver, but I think black would kind of set the foreground a little bit better. But I don't know, that might look really awesome in terms of a reflection card. It'd be like the flooded forest type of thing, because I don't really have a something else to go in that spot down there at the base of the card, like it's a, you know, like a lake's edge or something like that. So be more like a flooded forest or something of that sort. I don't know. Yeah, you could put, you know, something down there though as well, like some rocks right around here, like it is an edge. I would put it on the silver portion down here, like the tiny rock small would do it. So anyway, little tweak on this. I think that looks better than this one right here. This one, this one's just too busy. You know what I mean? It's a little bit too cluttered. I don't know. It's go overboard, you know, with your scenes once in a while. It's kind of nice, you know, so you can just figure out, okay, that does that look good or not, or kind of holding back, you know, the next time. But if you didn't do it, then you wouldn't know, you know, if you're always kind of holding back and kind of, you know, not proceeding out of fear or something like this. I mean, this card didn't take a long time to do, and it's just like you're kind of editing it down. Especially with a card like this, it's not like we're doing some kind of 11 by 17 with a, you know, a ton of different media on it or something like that. So, but even on those, anyway, hope you enjoyed the card, and thanks so much for watching.